Let's face it, real estate agents are the backbone of the industry, but it's not an easy career path. If you are here, chances are that you love the real estate industry, but might not love everything about being a real estate agent. Today, we will talk about why some agents struggle to thrive in the business and how transitioning to becoming a real estate transaction coordinator or TC might just be the perfect fit for you. Let's face it, real estate agents are the backbone of the industry, but it's not an easy career path. As a real estate agent, you have to wear many different hats. You are a salesperson, you are a negotiator, you are a marketer, and sometimes you even are a therapist for your clients. And for a lot of agents, the reality doesn't quite match the dream they had when they studied so hard to pass that real estate exam. Think about it. You got your license because you were drawn to the freedom and flexibility of the career, right? Maybe you love the idea of helping clients to find their dream homes or seeing your name on that sold sign in front of the house. But maybe you quickly realize the truth, which is real estate is sales. If you're not comfortable with constant lead generation, networking, cold calling, door knocking, or follow-ups, it becomes a real uphill battle. And let's not even talk about the competition. It can feel like every other person you know has a real estate license. Now, let's dig a little bit deeper and let's talk about the challenges the agents face. Beyond the sales aspect, there are other challenges that can make the job tough to stick with. For example, the hours. Well, it is true you have flexibility. Most of the action happens during evenings and weekends. That means open houses, showings, listing appointments, and networking events, all of them normally collide with family time, with personal plans, and with the much needed downtime. I know for sure that was one of my main issues when I was actively participating in sales as an agent. I remember I left the hospitality industry because the schedule was insane. Not just the long hours, but constant rotations in the schedule. I never had a weekend off, and the pay was not exactly worth the effort. And I thought that being an agent will change that for me. But I found myself working again on weekends and nights and very long hours. Can you relate? If so, just let me know in the comments. I know I am not the only one feeling this way. And then, of course, there's the income. It's not always steady. Sure, you might close a big deal one month, but the next month, if a transaction falls through or you haven't been able to secure a new client, that financial uncertainty can create a lot of stress. Not everyone can thrive in that kind of environment. And finally, the lifestyle. As a real estate agent, you are constantly on the go. You are showing properties, you are meeting clients, you are attending inspections, attending appraisals, hosting open houses, you name it. And I get it. For some people, that's exciting, but for others, it's draining. So if you prefer working from home or having a more structured routine, being an agent might not be the best fit long term. Bottom line, it's just a matter of personality, in my opinion at least. Some agents are killing it because they are amazing at sales. Some others not so much, and we have to recognize it. If you read the book Traction, you are probably familiar with what they say. The right person in the right seat. That's how you perform your best. So what's the solution, right? For agents who love the real estate industry but struggle with the sales side of that, with the hours or the instability, becoming a transaction coordinator could be an amazing career move. Why? Well, because it allows you to stay in the industry you love, utilize your expertise and your license if you decide to do so, of course, and work from home on your own terms. Most TCs only work during business hours? I know I do. Have you ever thought you could still be an agent and work 100% from home and have nights and weekends off? Please like and subscribe to keep learning this amazing niche. A transaction coordinator, or TC, is responsible for managing the paperwork and compliance side of the real estate transactions. TCs are the ones making sure all deadlines are met, documents are accurate, and the transaction process is smooth for everyone involved. Essentially, they're keeping the deal on track from behind the scenes. Now, let's discuss why real estate agents can make great TCs. If you are already a real estate agent, you actually have a huge advantage. You pretty much know the process of closing a transaction. You are familiar with compliance, with the requirements, with what the brokers expect, and you know how to communicate with clients. And you probably already have connections with other agents, which means you can tap into that network to get your first clients. But I will be honest, not every agent is cut out to be a TC. It takes a specific set of skills to be successful. I want you to ask yourself this: are your files always well organized? Do you communicate clearly and consistently with your clients? Are you someone who enjoys working behind the scenes rather than being on the spotlight? If the answer is yes, then you might be a perfect fit for this career. Before you make the leap though, you need to understand that being a TC is different from being a real estate agent. As a TC, you are not the one calling the shots. You are supporting another agent and following their lead. And that might require a mindset shift if you're used to being the one in charge. But here's the good news: you can absolutely thrive as a TC. In my opinion, the key is to treat it as a business. You will have to create systems, set up processes, and aim to become a high-producing TC. You don't want to find yourself in the same position of feeling like you're not hitting your goals. With the right plan, you can create a steady, reliable income and truly enjoy what you do. Now, if you're ready to explore this career path, here's what you need to do to get started. First, you need to talk to your broker. Make sure you understand what's allowed in your state and in your brokerage, especially if you plan to keep your real estate license. Then you will have to decide on your business structure. Will you operate as a sole proprietor, LLC, or a different structure? You get to decide that. Another step is to get your TC agreement ready. This is a must-have for outlining your services and protecting yourself legally. Check the link in the description below for my favorite legal templates. Actually, those are the ones that I use in my business. Then you will have to also choose a task management system. That is going to be absolutely key for you to be able to handle more transactions and keep your sanity. And then you will have to create the checklist and templates. You will have to standardize your processes to save time and ensure consistency. Remember, you will want to handle volume. In my TC course, I give you templates and I walk you through all the processes, but maybe you don't need to take the course. You might need instead some coaching sessions. The info will be included below in the case you would like to check it out. Next, you're going to set up your rate and services. You basically have to be very clear about what exactly you offer and how much you charge. And then you will have to start promoting yourself. And my advice is that you leverage your network and that you create a professional online presence and let people know you are open for business. And I know that this is a kind of short version of everything you will have to do in order to launch your TC business, but I do have the full version for you right here.